Hey there, topic of today. What would be the topic of today? You're probably wondering. Kalen, what is the topic of today? The topic of today is ants. That's right. To some, what would ants be? Some would call ants interesting. Some would call them a pest. Hell, some of them would call them a nightmare, and some of them would call them killers. That's right, killers. A long time ago, maybe about 30 or 40 years ago in Australia, there was a collapse. Why would ants have anything to do with collapsing, right? Let me tell you what ants would have to do with this collapse. Ants had a colony so big it caused a collapse in a construction site. Nobody died, but lots of people got hurt. Ants, yes. And ants, they eat your food. They can get you sick. Ants can be quite dangerous. Ants are annoying. Ants do a lot of crazy things. And there are creatures who eat ants, like spiders. And then there's an animal that happens to eat spiders that happens to carry pesticides. I mean, not pesticides, but pests. That's right, pests. And not just pests, but a type of worm that could kill you. So, think again before you see ants, because ants can lead to trouble. And not only do ants lead to trouble, ants are quite annoying. And so, a fun fact about ants. Did you know that the queen ant sometimes has wings? They are twice or 3 times the size of your normal ant. And the ant queen can have up to 35 babies in a minute. That's right. Even more than that, actually. And here's the craziest part about that. Someday, those ants will be the future to their colony, and those ants will have more ants, more ants, and more ants. And the only ant that actually breeds is the big mommy ant, the queen. And if the queen ant dies, there will be another queen ant to take its place. That is right. Each colony has another ant of which would be elected as queen through something kind of like elections. So, here's the sad part. They're hard to kill. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. Did you know that all those things that you use to kill ants, as effective as they can be at times, they're not really impressive, are they? They're not really doing exactly what you want them to do. And that is why I'm here. Those things there, they can do the job, yeah, if you have enough of it, but there's something that does the job better. What could do the job better than the stuff that's meant to do the job? Look in your bathroom, or wherever it is you hide your perfumes, or your cologne. That's right. Perfumes and cologne can kill ants, and a lot of other pests for that matter, with a direct spray. So you could use that instead. Plus, they can be cheaper than your little friend over there right next to the street who calls himself a professional bug sprayer who kills your pests, even though he does a really poor job, doesn't he? Doesn't everybody else who tries to kill him? That's right. That's because they use the wrong chemicals. Those chemicals there, they'll just piss them off. And sometimes they'll do the exact opposite, and a mass reproduction in that queen will happen, and you will have more than there was before. So I wouldn't really recommend go straight for the queen, but even after that, somebody else will be elected as their queen. You have to have somebody who can do the job for that queen. They always do. They always, for some reason, do. Because there can be, I don't know how many girls in a colony, but there's a rumor that there will be no females in a colony. Not true. Not true at all. So, you're probably wondering, how do I know all this? Well, let me just say, I used to have a lot of ants and stuff like that in my house. I just got done exterminating a crap ton of ants. All with 3 different perfumes. I wiped out a crap ton of them. So if you think about it, do the exterminators really know what they're doing? They know their facts, but they don't know how to kill them. That's right, there's even radio frequencies that can kill your bees, and your spiders, and your ants, and all those pests. Radio frequencies. And they can't get the job done. I'm starting to get really pissed off. Yes, radio frequencies can indeed cause them to turn against their others. So think, should you really be killing those creatures with your next door neighbor as your exterminator? No. Instead, just do what I do. Get 3 different perfumes, mix them together, and kill them. Most perfumes will do. But of course, when you use the 3 different perfumes, you use them all you use them at once. But then you have to go back again and finish the job because it takes more than once to take them out. And that will be my lesson for today. Ants are pests, and there are better ways to kill them. Well, anyway, I know I don't really look like a professional, do I? Well, don't worry. Because there's no such thing as a professional when it comes to killing your pests. And that is the pest of the year. Just kidding, that's the pest of the week. Ants. And I don't just do bugs either. That pest can be your squirrels. That pest can be rodents. That pest can be just about any animal that pisses you off, really. And that's where I'm going to end it. Oh, and if the World Wildlife Foundation gets pissed off at me because I know how to kill critters and I know how to kill just about any animal ever, well, hey, I'm going to get a living off of course, I do not recommend killing animals that aren't, like, doing anything wrong or but I really only think you should kill your wonderful ants and your 6-legged cockroaches and some kinds of spiders, some kinds of scorpions, and some kinds of snakes. And of course cows and chickens because you can eat them later on. But don't kill anything that isn't necessary to kill. And that is gonna be the end of this discussion. Actually, I'm trying to think, what should it be? Oh, next, I'm gonna have another video right after this one here. And I'm gonna give off my Kick. You can contact me down below. I mean, you can contact me through Kick. to, well, let me know what you need to know. To tell me what you need to know about your pesky little critters and everything else like that. I will also give off sites where you can learn how to kill these things. This is Mask Flask signing out.